sir, we bike. It's the Solid World Podcast. You know what it is. Couple special guests here. We're gonna get into the intro song right now before I introduce them. Let's get it.
Be a fake move.
Brand new. Can't wait.
Listen. I can't lie, I'm tired of seeing my mama working. We all gon' bump our head, nobody's perfect. I just know I'm here for a special purpose. I just need somebody to hold me. I don't need nobody controlling me. If you love me, you want what's best for me. I just want you to see the best in me. 2011, mama unemployed. In the room with A&D, sleeping on the floor. Laying down, bag hurting, little did she know it. No complaints, not one. I ain't never sure. I took it in my vibe. I don't wanna come down, please don't blow my high. And you need to move around, I don't fuck with your vibe. And it took me some time to figure it out. Life full of changes, yeah, you live and learn. Everything that you preach and stand on it firm. Mama love me to death, sometimes I get on her nerves. She never broke no promises, she always stuck the whole word. Mind over emotions, can't let them control me. I'm the quiet type, it's hard for me to express my emotions. If I give you my heart, is you gon' drop it or hold it? Gotta think a different way now, I'm getting older. I need somebody who gon' hold me down a long way. I'm tryna be your healing girl, ain't tryna cause pain. God please got me on this road to being great. Gotta keep my head up and keep my eyes straight. Waiting, I can't wait till that day hit. I ain't never ever changing. I do this for the ones who hating. Say I'm just patiently waiting. I can't wait till that day hit. I ain't never ever changing. I do this for the ones who hate me.
Yes sir. That's that brand new. It's called Can't Wait. BFA Mook. Hey, that's a smooth song, bro. No cap, that's a smooth song. A couple special guests in the building, man. But right now, let me say this: you are welcome back to the Solid World Podcast. Let me give ourselves a round of applause. I'm your gracious and often hated host, Salif Von Trail. This is, I don't know what episode this is, but it's all good. I'll figure it out later. Yeah. Sitting here with my co-host, KB. You know the vibes, so y'all the vibes. Don't let them lie. Special guest here, man. Let's get right into it. I got my guy, Trout Ford, Travious.
You know it.
You know what I mean? He brought his right hand mans. BFA Mook, AK, what's up with you? How y'all doing?
Good, I'm good. How you?
Chilling.
Boy. I'm doing great. Can't complain, man.
Yeah.
Beating. Let's go.
Okay. Listen, man. Big vibes in the building tonight. You know what I mean? Friends of the show, friends of real life.
Right.
You know, all supporting each other always, as it always should be.
Right. First things first, by the way. I'm proud of y'all boys, boy. We were little boys.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate that, man. Big dreams. You know,
yes, sir. Absolutely. And I'm glad that you said that, bro, because I told KB the name of this episode gonna be "We Still Here."
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Still here.
We still here doing this podcast after a couple years. Started it from the ground up. You know what I mean? Sometimes when you start stuff and it don't go as planned, people quit.
Right.
Or you don't make it to where you want to be as quick as you want to be. People give it up.
Right.
But we still here on the grind, just trying to get to where we going. Same with you. Same with both of y'all. You know what I mean? Chasing y'all dreams. Baseball, music. We start out with you, Trout. Tell us how's it been going with baseball, bro?
Baseball, man, I'm just thankful right now for the opportunity that's before me. Honestly, you know, I went out to a free agent winter league out in California in Palm Springs. Signed over 40, 50 guys, I'd say, out of the league. It's like 160, 70.
Wow.
So I got that opportunity. I signed to play in Utica, Michigan this season. I'll be playing for the Birmingham, Bloomfield, Beavers out there in Utica. So it'll be nice.
That's what's up, bro. So when does it start?
It starts, we go to spring training right before Mother's Day, around May 5th, May 6th.
Okay. That's what. So you just here training right now?
Yes, sir.
Getting ready for it?
Preparing.
Congrats, man. AK, same too, bro. Chasing your dream. You've been doing music for a while.
Yeah, about 7 years.
7 years, and I'm glad to see you still doing it, bro. Cause just like I just said, a lot of people, when they start something, especially music, to be honest, you see a lot of guys try to tap into the music game, and if they don't get the notary they want, or the fame, or the looks, the money, they give it up.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm just glad to see you still chasing after it. How's it going?
Going good, man. I had fell back from it a little bit, like 6-7 months, just to get myself right with God. You feel me? So
Absolutely.
after Ramadan, you feel me? I'm gonna get back into it.
Glad to hear it, bro.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it. Like I said, the song is dope, man. So let's talk about the high school days. We all went to South Central. You know what I mean? And that's when we was all chasing the sports for real, basketball, baseball.
Right.
Trap wanted to play basketball. He wasn't that good though, but you know what I mean?
Man, we was out there January to December. Come on now.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
But
be out there.
crazy story, bro, with baseball for you in high school. You started off at South Central, ended up having to go to Farm Central. You know what I mean? Got into some things. But like how was that? I feel like you've been going through adversity, and what's the other word I'm looking for?
That's enough right there.
Yeah,
You know
for
what I'm saying?
sure.
That's enough. You know what I'm saying? But like I would say that transition and that experience in life, like that turned me really from a boy to a man, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, because like making certain calls, I didn't know if my dream, my goals are still going to be in front of me and what I wanted to go do, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just thankful that I was able to go through that and grow through it at the same time. So, but that's just a part of it. But really, I would say I had to learn how to become humble.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? I had to become humble. When we talk about we still here, why are you still here? I'm honestly still here in this position because I became humble, you know what I'm saying, with what's before me, the opportunities I've been given. So just transitioning from Farmville Central to Spartanburg Methodist in South Carolina, I come from Pitt County. It's only one Travious Ford, you know what I'm saying? You only hear about one Travious Ford when it comes to baseball.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So I got there and it was 9 Travious Fords, and now 3 of us can only play out there. You know what I'm saying? So it just woke me up. You got to be humble.
I respect it. And we was talking about that earlier off mic. I think he said, because you was at your JUCO Spartanburg for how many years?
3. I had to stay there for 3. I was going through it,
Yeah.
Like from getting there and you're not good enough. Like I just wasn't good enough. I faced the fact I wasn't good enough. Like you can't be in this lineup. You're not good enough. We're not going to win with you out there. So I had to learn that, grow through it, you know what I'm saying, and continue to, you know what I'm saying, become a man.
For sure. So, I like to talk about my story.
I say that y'all could talk on that JUCO stuff.
Yeah, because the JUCO route for me, bro, like when I got there, I wasn't good enough at all. Like I get to my JUCO, it's the first day we get to the gym, I noticed I wasn't good enough. All these guys, the 11 other guys are all offensive guys. They can put the ball on the floor and score. So in my mind, it's like, how am I going to get on the court?
Right.
You know what I mean? All year I was going through, like I said, adversity, just trying to either fit in or stand out.
Exactly.
And for a while, it was hard to do either. But it's like you just got to keep going, keep pushing yourself, and really believing in yourself.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. Honestly, it became huge when okay, so I finally got on the field, but like I met people off the field. It was the things off the field that kind of carried on to the field. And when I say that, it was with faith, like, and starting to believe really more so in the higher power. You know what I'm saying? That there is one. So, and I started to see his works in doing so.
Facts.
Daily, staying in his word, eating the word up. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, like in California, it was January 29th. I'll never forget. So I'm reading this word, and it was speaking on giving up your selfish ambition, like your self-ambitious goals, the things you're striving for. Give it up for the Lord, like serve Him. You know what I'm saying? In everything you do. So I read that and I prayed on it. You know, I'm like, I give up chasing professional baseball. Like, it's for you. It's in your hand. Whatever you have, I'll go. If I go home and I don't have a contract, I'll accept that. That was your plan, so I'm not gonna argue with you. A day later, I had a hot game. The next day, I have a contract. That's how it went. So
wow,
it was like you just gotta keep that faith.
Yeah, it can really be like it can change within the blink of an eye.
Blink of an eye.
Like, and before we keep going, I'm gonna get into a couple of my sponsors for this episode. Starting out with yours truly, Solid World Entertainment, Courtesy Transportation, the best transportation service in the ENC. The new sponsor for today is Grind Harder Than Yesterday. I got the clothing on right now. It's a clothing brand right here out of Greenville, North Carolina. Shout out to my guy Tim. You know what I mean? I love to see when guys, especially guys from the city, start something and keep going with it. You know what I mean? Like, that's what we're talking about in this episode right here. So keep doing your thing, bro. He got the hoodies and the pants to match it, whole joggers. He got the shirts coming, the shorts coming. Cop it, man. I'm going to put his Instagram handle right here on the screen for you to tap in with that.
Definitely tapping in with that, too.
Yeah, for sure. And it's good quality. You don't find good quality clothing often, especially when it's, coming from entrepreneurship.
That's a fact.
True.
So, as I was saying, though, come on, I'll let you tell your story about, maybe the adversity you went through because you was hooping in college, too, but a lot of people don't even know that.
Right. So, came from South Central, and I went to Belmont Abbey for like I went to John Paul for my last 2 years of high school. Then I went to Belmont Abbey. But coming out of high school, I ain't had no offers,
right?
None of that. So, like, I was just trying to get in where I fit in. So I was like, I'm gonna apply to schools. Then I figured out they had like a team I could get on. Like, it wasn't even like on the actual D2 team. It was the JV team.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got there, I'm like, they telling me like, you get moved up to the higher team. So when I got over there, they were like, yeah, we're gonna give you a partial scholarship. So I'm like, cool. I got there, got the partial, but like, it's a private school, so it's still like expensive. So I started to think about it like, man, it's kind of high. My parents got to pay for this for me to go to school. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yo, I don't want my parents paying this much money for me to still go to school just to play ball. So I was in my dorm room with my roommate, and I looked at him like, bro, I think I'm about to let the ball go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He was saying the same thing. I'm like, so then that's when I start applying to schools. I start applying to NC State, ECU, and I got accepted to both. But ECU was cheaper than NC State just to go to school.
Right.
So I'm like, I might just go home. Like, I might just go to ECU. So came home to ECU. When I got home to ECU, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I was miserable. Cause like all I knew was basketball. Right. Like just going to school as a regular person. It wasn't normal for me, bro. Like it was not normal. Like I'm walking around like I'm really just going to school just to go to school now. Like I remember waking up like, yeah, I got basketball practice. Like after school, now I gotta just go to school, go home. You know what I'm saying? Now I get a job. Like it was not the normal.
That's real, boy.
So,
I'm telling you.
So it's really not the normal, but.
So how did you like, because I went through the same thing a couple years ago. So how did you adapt to your new life for real? Because when that ball stopped bouncing, or you finished playing a sport or something you've been dedicated to your whole life, whether it's a sport or anything, it's like it can be devastating. It can be life changing.
Right.
So how did you adapt to it and continue to move on, maybe find something else?
I think bro, I ain't gonna lie. I think it was like my mom, bro. She was telling me like, look, the ball ain't gonna dribble. Like she used to tell me all the time, like you gotta have a plan B. And in my head, I was like, my plan A is basketball. Like I'm going for basketball. I'm going to the league. Like I'm not worrying about no plan B. But she used to always tell me like, you gotta have a plan B. Like you gotta do something else, cause basketball ain't gonna dribble. Like the ball ain't gonna bounce forever. So, man, she used to always tell me, I came to my mom, like, Mom, I don't know what I'm gonna do. She was like, son, I told you the ball won't gonna bounce forever. So, she was like, God got you. Like, whatever you choose to do, keep going to school, stay focused in school, and you gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I end up figuring it out, you know what I'm saying? Start working a job, like, taking patients back and forth to they doctor's appointments and all that. And then now I'm in love with like working with kids, bro. Like helping kids becoming like who they are today. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like Because when I was kids, all I do was dream. So I just want them to just dream and think bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
like that's definitely it though. Impact. I'm huge on impact. That's what I preach to my circle.
Right.
Like I live a life like your book is gonna close. It's gonna close. You have to go. You know what I'm saying? Everyone goes 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, what did you leave behind for generations to come? You know what I'm saying? Why do we remember George Washington? He was the first president.
Right.
Why do we remember MLK? He marched for civil rights. You know what I'm saying?
That's
he left
real.
something behind. It's gonna forever stand here.
Bingo.
Forever when we're gone.
it's a legacy.
So, legacy. You know what I'm saying? So like I walked into train one day and he was with me actually. He actually goes in and feeds me off the machine, do front toss. This is who I go to unless I'll be with my hitting instructor himself. So I walked in one day with him and my hitting instructor was in the cage training kids and he was like, "Hey, be great today, man." He said, well, I was like, why would I search for that when I can be legendary? I can be remembered forever. You know what I'm saying? Be great is like temporary.
Right.
You were great for a certain amount of time in basketball and baseball, and you were great.
Any sport,
Where you're a
yeah.
legend, though. We remember high school legends in every sport.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They were legends.
Right.
So be legendary. That's what I would tell the youth.
That's real.
Hey, that's some real. Let me find my. Is this a bomb? Where my bomb at? There you go, boy. You just.
That's real. That's real.
That's real, man. That's y'all. Both of y'all just spoke a mouthful right there
Hey,
for
I
sure.
respect. That's a testimony on you, my boy.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
Real.
And it's crazy because as you was saying, telling your story, bro, about how you started thinking like, damn, like the ball finna start bouncing, nobody give it up. I got to that point in my life too, like early. I don't think I ever told nobody, but it was my freshman year at my JUCO. You know, that's when I found out that my daughter was on the way.
Right.
So in the time, I'm like, and like you said, your parents was paying for you to go to school. So at my JUCO, at the time, I don't know how they work now, but at my JUCO, we living in 3-bedroom family like homes, like apartments.
right.
So my pops having to kick out $500-600 every month just for me to go to school and just for me to live there. You know what I mean? So in my mind, I'm like, yo, I got a child in the way, no job up here in college. My father kicking out bread every month just for me to live here. I'm about to go back home for sure. But I'm thinking all this before I even call him and tell him that I got a baby on the way. So I called him. First thing he said, the first thing he said was, "I know you lying."
I said the same thing. I mean, when you called me, I said, "Stop playing with me, bro. You ain't got no kid on the way." I couldn't even believe it. Like, bro, you ain't got
I
no kid on
was
the way.
probably somewhere when I heard the news, like, ain't no way.
Yeah, me too. But so the second thing he said was, "Well, don't think you finna quit school and come home. I don't care if you do nothing else. You gon' finish school, like regardless. You got 3 more years and you gonna stay there for 3 more years." And to this day, I thank him for doing that for me. Because if I would have came home, bro, it's no telling where I'd be right now.
Right.
Right.
You know what I mean? Definitely wouldn't have kept hooping for sure.
Right.
But yeah, I went through that, bro. And even then, like after that year, I didn't play that much that year. So I'm starting to realize, like, all right, why stay here for another year? Have my father keep kicking out this bread? I need to try to get into another school. So I'm hitting my coach up like, yo, can you just help me? Like, just send the little film I got, send it to all the schools close to home. The whole CIAA, can you send it to them? They're like, wow, what's going on? Like, what you scared you can get over recruited next year? I'm like, man, I ain't thinking about basketball for real. In my mind, I'm not. This is a way I know I can get into another school through hooping. So I don't even think he did it for real and shit. I'm glad that he didn't, because I end up, coming back, killing, and getting a scholarship for a ride. So everything just works itself out, man. But I definitely, like I said, I've been there, bro. And I feel like a lot of kids now, if they haven't went through that, they will. And they might not know how to adapt or how to keep pushing or what their next move is. And that's why we like to do this podcast, just to hopefully inspire and motivate somebody listening.
Right.
Somebody can learn from your story, you know what I mean?
Right.
Exactly. I would definitely tell that person, that child, that kid, that teenager, that adult, whoever, senior citizen, whoever, you have to have faith. You have to believe. You have to have some type of hope.
Right.
Absolutely.
Because you got to just believe, like, it won't break you. You can't bend. You can't fold to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a post on my Instagram. It was just a nice little saying I saw. So it was like, adversity, it's either coming, it left, or it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's there. It's like it's right there in front of you. So it's like, you just gotta be ready for it. You gotta prepare. That's what I prepare for every day. You know, I'm preparing for when I'm in a 2-strike count. And I got 5,500, 6,000 people yelling in my ear, clapping. Yeah. Hoping I swing and miss. You know what I'm saying? So you train for the moment. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And speaking of hope, bro, and I'll let both y'all answer this question. So what drives you to like just keep going, like to keep doing what you're doing? Like I'm sure like during your journey, it probably was a longer journey than you expected to get to where you are now. But what kept motivating you, or what did you have in your head that was like, nah, I can't give up. I got to keep going.
I can't give up. It was definitely when I was a kid. I was around 8. I believe I was 8 years old, and I was in the back seat with my middle brother Darius, and my oldest brother Ant was in the passenger seat up front, and my mom was driving. And we had parked, and I remember dozing off on my brother's head in the back seat, and but I heard my brother say my brother up in the front, Ant, he said he'll save his money. He'll save his money to help get me and Darius something to food. My mom didn't really have it like that. And she's driving around acting like we have some place to go, going from playground to playground, but we don't have nowhere to really go. And I never forgot that moment. I never forgot that moment. That's why I do that extra rep. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm ready for that next moment. That's why I'm ready for it.
That's tough.
I don't need nothing else. I don't need to go in the gym and listen to all this music. I don't need it. Right. That's all I need on my back, you know?
That's dope. So, I salute that, respect that. Yeah. Okay, what about you, bro? I know you said you fell back from the music for a while. Yeah. Now you're trying to get back into it. What's pushing you to get back into it and probably go harder than you was before?
Same reason. Like, me and him got the same story, the exact same story.
Tough.
You know what I'm saying? His mama had 3 kids, single mama. You know what I'm saying? My mama raised 2 kids, a single mother. Him and my daddy both best friends. You know what I'm saying?
Tough.
But we ain't never had no relationship with our daddy, you feel me? Can't even tell you like, oh, when he mad, we know what type of look he got going on, or what his favorite food is, or you know what I'm saying? We don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
Tough.
So it's like growing up, both of our parents told us like, never really show what you're going through, you know what I'm saying?
Bingo.
And never really try to say joke on people. You know how the boys be in the South joking on people. It's like you will never know what that person going through mentally, you know what I'm saying? And me in school, like I started hooping 10th grade, you know what I'm saying? So it's like I was just out here BS. I don't know what I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying? So applied for college. I only got accepted to Shaw at 2-2. I was like, damn. So I went to Shaw, but I was still doing it for music, you know. So I wrote my first rhyme in PE class my senior year with my boy Ramir.
Okay.
He used to make beats. So I'm asking him like, how you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, just write how you feel. So I ain't dressed out that day. I started writing. Boom. Went to his house. He used to live in Augusta Trails with us. Went to his house. He's the first crib I ever recorded it in the studio. And then let him hear the songs, and you know what I'm saying, my boys. And at the time, I sound completely different from that record you just played. Like completely different. I'm stuttering, skipping over words. I'm like, dang, but I kept it moving. Went to Shaw, met I was roommates with my cousin from my high school, and we met another dude from my high school, and then another dude from Bertie, and we started doing music. I'm talking about we recording the dorms without no type of mic like this. We recorded through the iPhone headphones.
Tough.
Same story though. I'm sending him every song. He giving me feedback. Cause I know he not gonna sugarcoat nothing. You feel me? So from then on there, I went to Winston, transferred to Winston. It was for the same reason, cause I'm like, let me leave out the Ville, cause you know the Ville's small. So I'm like, let me get out and see how I was thinking. I was like, shoot, if somebody that's from VA or New York or New Jersey, they like my music, shoot, they can go back home, put their folks on, and it can just go like that. So went to Winston, did my thing there. I kept elevating, I kept seeing the elevation. I'm recording myself. As soon as I got in there, I'm talking about engineering everything. Like, up to 3-4 in the morning, I'm sitting doing the same thing, sending them songs, like, and then it just went from there. I started meeting other people in Greensboro, around that area, and then my first rap, spit it to my mom. She started crying. You feel me? So, and then she just tell me like, make sure you don't give up. You know what I'm saying? You've been working too hard.
So we're just like just thinking back on the times, like how we were struggling and how great she did, and then like little do we know, we both don't like you don't know how mama was feeling at the time, like what she was going through mentally.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She just smiling like everything gonna be okay, but we don't know how she was feeling.
Yeah.
Still to this day we don't know.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, when I fell back from music, I became Muslim and whatnot. So
word.
yeah, so I was studying for about 3 years before I just became Muslim September.
Okay.
September 12th. So
that's what's up.
It just had me looking at life different, bro. Like we be lusting over all this materialistic shit, bro.
Facts.
Like, we can't take a U-Haul behind that hurts, you feel me? So it's like
that's real.
The only thing you taking is your heart, the intentions of your heart, and your good deeds and bad deeds.
Exactly.
And yeah, we got a gift, but it's like what you do with that gift and how you impact people. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And like the only reason we here on earth is to worship God, bro. That's it. Everything else gonna fall in line with us, but
That's a fact, bro.
it, bro.
Nah, for real. I love everything you just said, man. And it's crazy because I used to be one of those people. Like I used to chase the materialistic things. I used to care about what people thought about me. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Certain pictures, I'd be like, nah, I can't post this. I might not get enough likes. Like
Telling you.
that stuff right there, bro. Is bad for you, man. Like I look at it now, like I used to care about the type of cars I drive. Man, I done had the foreign cars. I done had the nice clothes, but none of that stuff really made a difference, like on the impact of my life. You know what I mean? It's all, but I might buy a shirt and wear it one time and never wear it again. It's like, what's the point of spending all this money on something when it does nothing for me? You know what I mean? Now, like, I'm more focused on making money, not more so spending. Or I'm more focused on being successful, like in my life or whatever I'm doing, and looking like I'm more successful than I am. You know what I mean?
Right. I just believe it's like you got to know who you are. You have to know who you are. I mean, you're speaking on people whose popularity-based identity, whose performance-based identity, if they get enough engagements, likes, comments, you know what I'm saying? You're speaking on that individual, but you don't realize, like, God doesn't bless you on someone else's opinion of you. You know what I'm saying? God is not going to validate you himself because this person said, yeah, he's good. You know what I'm saying? Or this person said, nah, he's bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you kind of gotta know who you are before anyone knows who you are, if that makes sense. So
absolutely.
So it's just you gotta let go of like wanting and striving to be validated by the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we're in the world, but don't be a part of it. You gotta separate yourself. That's why we know the wealthy. You know what I'm saying? Like they're separated from us. You know what I'm saying? Those of the middle class, the low class, they're separated, and there's no like if and buts about it. They have it. You know what I'm saying? Or
that's
they're
a fact.
just successful. So
I think I seen a post that said we gotta stop putting value on verification.
Right.
And I wish I could retweet that twice. Like,
boy,
that's a mouthful in a tweet. You know what I mean?
That's a wallpaper.
Right.
Yeah, for sure.
Like going to school, it wasn't cool to be smart.
Right.
Yeah,
it wasn't cool to focus on your books.
Oh, fast.
It was cool to hang out with kids. They do bad things.
It was cool to be in the courtyard.
Yeah, it was cool to hang out there. What? Right. It was cool to be late to class.
Right.
That ain't cool.
You hit the little bell ring. It was cool to be the last few hours.
Right. You can be late to work. What's happening?
Might get fired.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. You don't produce on that field.
Gone.
You gone.
Exactly.
You don't listen. Same with the court. I tell all my youngest now that hoop, bro. It's like, cause I see them hooping around here. They doing a bunch of dribble moves just to airball a shot or miss a shot, get a layup block. I'm like, bro, listen, you don't understand. One, you don't need all these moves to get to the bucket. If you look at Tease, Tease gonna hit you with a 1-2, he gone.
Or it might be a trade.
Bro, listen, bro, I'm telling you. So I tell my youngest, like, bro, I promise you, if you make it to that next level, if you're not producing, you're not gonna play.
Right.
Bro, when I first got to Delaware State, it was a night and day difference for me. And I speak on this story all the time. I couldn't get to the basket. Like, first practice, I couldn't get to the basket. And first game, fortunately, he had to start me because all his seniors were suspended. Mm-hmm. But in the first 4 games I started, I didn't produce. So after those games, his seniors came back. Now I'm getting DNPs. I'm not even playing. stressed out. Like, how am I not getting burned? The walk-ons are getting in before me. But it's like I said, if you're not producing, you won't play.
Right.
They don't care who you are, where you come from, what
How
you
much
did before you.
money we gave you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It don't, bro.
That happened to myself. That happened to me.
Yeah,
I went
believe
up in
it.
Connecticut. I wasn't producing. And through the first 10 games, we were 2-8. I was hitting probably like 140, 150. You know,
Mm-hmm.
He didn't start me that first home game back conference game. I'll never forget. And I was like, dang, like it's about to go like, you know what I'm saying? Like previous occasions. So I'm like, nah, I'm just gonna keep my faith. Like, there's no way. He didn't fail me. He didn't fail me. God, and when I say he, I'm speaking of God.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't fail me in my previous situations. You know what I'm saying? So, like, so I'm like, why give up now?
Right.
But we still here, right? So I'm like, okay, we good. So the guy that was in the game before me, he had subbed out. I finished up the game and I went 3 for 3. And from that time on, I had an on base streak the rest of the season, first team all conference.
Tough.
Like
Super tough.
It's faith. I'm telling you. Like,
that's really all it boils down to.
I was on my own. I'm 10, 12 hours away from home. So I don't have mama to run to around the corner. I can just go to the neighborhoods and feel the comfort with my boys and recover there, get my mind right there. Nah, I'm on my own. It's only me and this Bible. You know? So
it's funny. Like, and I got to that point too, bro. Like, mentally at one point, I started to feel like I was trash at hooping because I ain't even getting in the game. Like, no lie, bro. I'm having to look at my old highlights to remind myself how I play, bro. To remind myself that I'm good.
Right.
Like,
for real.
It's to the point where it's like, man, I'm not coming back to Delaware State next year. Same thing I went through with my JUCO. Like, there's no way I'm coming back. Crazy story. Like, my coach ends up playing me early one game because my senior captain told him, like, yo, play Sleet. He comes from a JUCO. He's ready. Like, come on, play him. He listened to him. He plays me. We like 1-19 or 2-19 at this point.
Right.
So, bro, he plays me early. I score 17 points. We win by 17 points.
That's crazy.
He gets fired the next day. I can't make this up, bro. The next morning, he's fired. Like, I see him that night too. I'm in the gym getting shots, so I see him that night.
That's crazy.
He walked through the gym, look at me, and keep on going.
Yeah, it got to.
It ain't my fault.
He got a next destination.
But it's like I kept that faith. Like, even though in my mind I'm like, man, this ain't it. Something got to give. I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna give up. Let me look at my old highlights. Oh, this what I normally do. Let me go in the gym by myself and work on this.
Right.
Know what I mean? Keep the sharp tools in my head just to stay grounded, because, bro, it can get to that point mentally, especially for athletes. Like, when you know what you're capable of and you're not able to show it, it can be tough on you.
When you're not able to. Yeah, that's the difference when you're not able to. It's the difference between when you're not able to and when you're out there and you're just not doing it. At least you're out there with the opportunity.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Bingo.
It's a difference. And you got to realize that. But either way you put it, you can't give up. You know what I'm saying? Either way you put it, don't give up on yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's a reason you're in the position you're in on the map, wherever you are today, right now. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason you're right there doing this.
That's a fact.
With him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Day one, since I first seen y'all were together. You know what I'm saying?
That's
so
a fact.
It's a reason. So
everything happens for a reason, bro.
everything.
That's a fact.
Everything. So with that, man, you just gotta embrace it all.
Right. I got a question for everybody, kind of. So, like, throughout your journey, right? Like, do we call this the Solid World Podcast because, like, we believe in, like, solid individuals. You know what I'm saying? Like, people that hold it down, stand on what they talk about. So throughout your whole journey, right? Like, what's some people that was, like, solid in your life throughout everything you were going through, your baseball career, your rap career, your basketball career? Like, who's some people that, like, you could call that was there, like, believing in you, that, like, stay this journey?
Yeah.
So,
I got a lot of friends, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, I've been the same since high school, bro.
Right.
Nah.
I'm gonna go with family. Family is there. My family, and I'm blessed to say that. After living and going through experiences here and there and seeing other individuals who can't call their mom, their aunt, their grandma, You know what I'm saying? I might not have had a dad in my life, but I had a mom, I had an aunt, I had a grandmother. You know what I'm saying? People didn't have any of this. They living with someone who maybe adopted them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm grateful for those people who supported and contributed to my success where I am right now. But other than that, I would definitely say, and we're talking about who was there solid, right?
Yeah.
Solid. It's been a long road, boy. I can keep going forever on this mic from Eric Jarman to Trent Britt to Ron Jones to the boys. You know what I'm saying? Y'all kept it solid. Y'all kept believing in me.
Right.
It ain't like
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Greenwood itself community. I never had nobody that said, "Oh, I doubt." You know, that I know about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody was always like, you know what I'm saying, believing, and I appreciate that. So it was like, you know, I always felt like this community was solid. You know
absolutely.
What I'm saying? But like, I always show love. That's always what I am. So I ain't never been reciprocated with like hate. You know what I'm saying? Like so, like I don't know. Everybody's solid in my eyes. You just gotta show love. Be ready to tear
that's real.
And
that's
be able
real,
to
bro.
destroy and kill. Like you know what I'm saying? Like show love. Try love for once. You know what I'm saying? Like so. In that case, everybody will be solid. You know what I'm saying? Because you keeping it solid.
That's real.
But other than that, man, family would be the sole option, like in that question. So
that's real. I would say the same. Definitely my family. Like you said, it's a lot of people we can name for this. A lot of people I could name. I would definitely say my father, for sure. Just because I know that just the society we in, a lot of people can't really say that because a lot of fathers aren't in their children's lives. And I'm just thankful for mom because one, he put a basketball in my hand and kept me out of the streets. When he saw me going down the wrong path, he brought me back in. Anytime I was stressed out and called him for advice or opinion or something, he was never biased with me. He'd tell me if I'm in the wrong, tell me if I'm in the right. So that's definitely a solid individual that I can say has been that way from day one. You know what I mean? Right. Of course, my right hand man's right here. This one of the only guys. I had a lot of people, you know, support me with everything I did, but my boy used to come to the basketball games like it was right down the road in college. You know what I mean? He hopping on the highway, whether he coming to Delaware, going to Raleigh, Durham. He there.
Loyalty, boy.
Yeah, and
you can't purchase that.
You can't. And when you look in the crowd and you see a familiar face, and it's like, yo, dog, and you hours away, you know, he drove all this way. It's like, yo, that's real. You know what I mean? Right. That shit don't happen often. And I speak on support a lot, bro, because I feel like a lot of people don't get the support they deserve.
That's a fact. And
I feel like a lot of people don't even know what true support is, to be honest. Like, supporting ain't just, we say this all the time, supporting ain't just reposting an Instagram post. Like, it's showing up to that man concert. It's showing up to that man baseball, football, basketball games. Like, being there physically, calling them and checking up on them. You know what I mean? Checking on their mental. Like, that's what real support is to me. Like, bro, I got guys, I graduated before a lot of, like, my closest homeboys in college. And when I left, anytime I called them, it was to never check on how they were doing in their sport. It was a check on, like, how you doing in life, because I know how, me in college, I was going through in their sports and I didn't even want to talk about it. I want to talk about what's going on over there. I want to talk about other shit. Like, I'm tired of thinking about this. I need to get my mind off something. So I like to check on my guys to make sure, like, yo, everything else all right in life. Like, yo, no matter what you go through, whether you in college, whether you out here working a job, doing your entrepreneurship thing, trying to be something, have fun with whatever you're doing.
Right.
Because if you ain't having fun, bro, you're gonna be miserable.
And that correlates into, you gotta be happy.
You
have to take heed to that. That's not just, and I'm not just here saying that like any other statement you'll see on Instagram or wherever. You know what I'm saying? Be happy, and no, you really have to be happy, or you will be miserable. You will break down. You will fold.
Absolutely.
You don't enjoy doing that every day you wake up. So whatever it is, do that. If it's not it's a situation I heard about recently, but it was a guy was trying to do more because his life partner was making more than him, but he wasn't happy doing that. You know what I'm saying? So he took the opportunity, but he was able to see firsthand that wasn't making him happy. So he took the pay, you know what I'm saying, grade downwards, you know what I'm saying? He went back downwards to impacting the other lives, you know what I'm saying? That
Tough.
he was, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it wasn't even about money. That's just something simple, like he chose happiness over money. Right. So I feel like a lot of people should do that. Definitely should do that. And so
absolutely, bro.
Because your mental is like
the most important thing.
It's your temple right there. That's gonna tell every body part what to do.
Right.
Yeah.
So
that's a fact, bro. Choose happiness over everything, man. Like, funny story, bro. Like I said, a couple years ago, I had to put down the basketball, and I'm out here like, all right, what's next? Like, now I gotta go get a job or find a career. And in my mind, like, of course, all my elders telling me, like, you got to find a career.
Facts.
I'm like, all right, cool. I need insurance and all that. All right, I get it. So I go and try to be a firefighter, bro. On the low, I ain't even tell nobody. He bugging for real, AK. Like, that's no lie.
True story.
I try to be a firefighter, bro. I'm in the training program. I'm a trainee for like 8 months, bro. They got me taking all the tests the nurses take. I'm stressed. I hate school. You got me right back in school. I'm digging through tunnels, down there having panic attacks because I can't move. Like, it's to the point. It's like, you know what, bro? I respect my elders for looking out for me and telling me what they think I should do. But at some point, I gotta do this shit on my own. I gotta figure out what I want, because I'll be down if I wake up every morning and be like, damn, I don't feel like going to work today.
Right.
Facts.
Or damn, I don't feel like doing this. You know what I mean? Like, the most important thing is to wake up like, it's time to go to work, time to get this money.
Right.
If you ain't waking up like that, you might want to try to look for something else.
Another career path.
Yeah. So I looked at that like, that shit, it wasn't worth it. I can buy my own insurance.
Right.
You know what I mean? I want to go do something that make me happy. So I had to get up out of there.
It's important. That's why I'm thankful, man. That's why I'm thankful for the opportunity that's before me. Like, I'll be able to wake up and play the game I love since 6, 7 years old.
It's a blessing.
While kids are not even kids. I have peers that are wishing they were in the same position.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
absolutely,
I'm thankful, man, for that. But that's definitely a good topic to speak on right there.
Yeah. Speaking on baseball, man. So, what's some of your goals going forward?
Goals to be a Hall of Famer. Hall of Famer. If I could get 1% better at that, or get closer to that each and every day, I'll achieve that. I only can control what I can control, and that's what I set out to be, a Hall of Famer. So, with that being said, I can just continue to chase that and take what God's given me at hand. He might not have given me the best hand. He might not have given me the silver spoon, but if I gave someone else my hand, they could win with it. So why can't I win with it?
Absolutely. Love to hear it. What about you, bro? Any goals going forward? Anything that's coming up that you want to speak on?
Man, really just keep doing what I'm doing, because you could plan all you want to, but it's all in his plan. You feel me? Like, as long as you act
100%, I agree with that.
As long as you act on it, that's all that matter, because I don't know what I'm going to be doing the next day, or as soon as I leave here, or the next year, 2-3 years. Like, I just got to put in the work, and
that's a fact.
He gonna bring the blessings down to me. So,
and it's crazy that you say that you don't know what you be doing the next day. I got my own merch with the Solid World podcast, and it's called Be Better Than Yesterday. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? I treat it as like, everything you do in life, be better than what you did yesterday. If you ain't hold the door for a person yesterday, make sure you do it the next day. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ain't tell your mama you love her yesterday, tell her you love her today. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you wasn't, you ain't see your child, you ain't talk to your child, call your child the next day. Right. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you talk to them. You know what I'm saying? Just
that's real,
as a human, be better than what you did yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You can always improve in your life every day. It's 1% you get better at everything you do.
Every day.
So the fact that you said that's why I brand my shirt off that. Like, every day you wake up, you could be better than what you did the day before.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
And you gotta take it one day at a time. Like, you gotta put everything on the line for that day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because, like, me, I think about death, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's like, how did I please God while I'm here? You know what I'm saying? Like, when I pray, I gotta pray like it's my last prayer. You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
You don't know.
That's real.
Right. You just gotta go full fledged, and like, people, they be living like they gonna see the next day. Like,
right. Anything can happen.
Bro, like,
live every day like it's your last. Man.
Yeah, man.
That's why I had to fall back from the world, bro. Like, it's like nowadays it's different from how we was in high school. It's like
Yeah.
attention seeking, bro. Like,
Yeah.
That's all it is.
They morals, values, principles, all that for a piece of paper or for attention. Like,
Right.
it's crazy, bro. Like, but hey, that's on them.
But
feel me?
that go into the whole social media.
Yeah,
That's what kill you.
that influence.
Yeah.
Facts.
Like,
Yeah.
Big facts.
it's,
For real.
it be people insecurity. Like, no. Like, I ain't got nothing. You want to get you like with women, right? You get you, they get their surgery, right? You feel me? Ain't got nothing against it, but what you getting it for? You know, so what's the solid reason what you getting it for? And for how you feel, because how you feel ain't always right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what's your solid reason of getting that BBL?
Right though.
And you basically saying God made a mistake on you because you ain't make your body. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you can
real.
Still sit down and go to the bathroom with the butt you got now. Like what?
That's a
You
fact.
can go get surgery and get in the Uber and get in the car crash and die. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody see you. So, you living for attention, you know what I'm saying? Or either your dude at home ain't admire you how you is. Like, you a creation from God, you know what I'm saying? Why are you changing up what he made? He made you exactly how you is.
That's a fact.
But it's like
It's all like
insecurities, bro.
social media.
Yeah, it's like he said, social media, bro. Like we see so much these days. Like it's like, all right, I see this, so I know. In my mind, I know, like, all right, I can get this. I see the Rolls Royce truck on my TL. I feel like I automatically feel entitled to like the possibility of getting it. I see niggas with all this money, all these chains. I'm like, man, what am I doing wrong?
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that's really what go through people's heads. Go through my head sometimes. I might see,
for sure.
I might see a youngin, because the youngins getting to that bad these days. I might see a youngin on my timeline with bands. They doing the money counter shit. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, the hell am I doing wrong?
Shout out to them youngins.
Nah, for real, get into it. But it's just like what we see on social media, bro. It can mess us up if you're weak mentally for real, because it'll make us feel like we ain't doing enough.
Right.
Just because of what we see somebody else have.
Right.
They ain't even showing you how they got it.
I was just about to say it.
What they been through to get it. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
You feel me? And you only see, bro. You don't see a lot of people crying. You don't see the bad side of the story
On social media. No.
real.
Nobody
feel me?
gonna show you the bad times on social media. They gonna show you what they want you to see.
Right.
So-
That's it.
Like, it's deceiving you. You feel
It's
me?
crazy
Yeah.
because like the way, and it's crazy how y'all speak on Instagram like that, and then like how I portray Instagram, especially from my personal side. Like I can show you and tell you the part of my life what I was facing from that last picture to this picture.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I can tell
Facts.
you exactly in them 5 years what I really went through. So it's
Yeah.
like personal. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, I might not huge into putting maybe someone else's words from a song. Like I didn't really face it how they faced that.
Right.
I may relate to it, but I didn't face it how they faced it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying how I feel on mine, but mine is like meaningful. It's to me. Like, I have the followers, but that's me.
Right.
So, and that goes in line. I'm huge on when I'm speaking. Like, say I say something and you relate to it. I'm not speaking for you. You may agree with that.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So you relate to my statement. So I'm not huge on speaking for people. I speak for Travious.
Right.
Like, only Travious.
Facts.
So you can relate to it, and I understand, I respect it. But you may not relate. I understand and respect it. But
Facts.
I'm not speaking for everyone when I speak. I speak for me. Our
Right.
hearts beat at a different pace. So
That's real, man.
That's a fact. Everybody got their like own different walks of path for life.
facts.
Real.
Facts.
So
And that's where a lot of envy come from too. That social
Yes,
media,
sir.
bro. Like, cause I learned like it's really two types of envy. Like you got a good envy too, far as looking at somebody who got more than you and seeing the good that they doing with their gift. Okay, I'm gonna do that when I get
Right.
that.
Right.
And you got the other envy,
Motivation.
Which is,
Yeah.
You got the other envy, which is looking at that person like, nah, he don't deserve it. He don't deserve it. But you're supposed to look at somebody who below you. You know what I'm saying? To be grateful for what you got in front of your face now. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
sir.
So it's like we can't really, and then you don't know. That's a test. Everything in this life is a test. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They can have all that, but empty inside. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
fact.
So it don't really mean nothing.
That's a fact. You hear a lot of people say money don't make you happy.
it don't.
Don't, bro.
So
don't.
Like, it don't. It's a tool. Don't get
Yeah,
me wrong.
it could buy you the materialistic things,
Yeah,
but
it ain't.
You need that stuff.
Yeah,
yeah,
you need it.
I'm gonna keep it high. I'm one of those people. I feel like money might make me happy.
yeah, it could buy you the materialistic things.
I'm
but,
50-50 with it.
But like,
I just want Hall of Famer. If I'm a Hall of Famer, I know I got the bag.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
If I can stay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the task that's before my hand, live out God's perfect will. If it's God's perfect will for me to be the best middle class gentleman and impact the community, then I'm with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If it's to be the wealthiest man on the planet, I'm with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Right.
That's a bar.
I feel like it could take you from, I could get my mom out the hood, all that. I could take her from that.
Mm-hmm.
But like the traumas that we've been through, it ain't gonna take you from all that. Right. You still
Not
gonna
at all.
remember that. Like, you still gonna be hurt from all that. Even though you got all this money. But I'm still gonna be hurt from what we came through. You know, so you still gonna go through those times. Money can't change none of that. But I could put you in a big home. That could change. I could get my guys. We could all be dripped out, go to the club, sexes and all that. But y'all know where we come from. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't change none of that.
At all.
it's real right
So,
there, boy.
That's a bar, man.
Real, that trauma right there. I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a bar.
I like that one.
Listen, man, it was great talks, great energy today, great vibes, man. Y'all boys spoke a mouthful, all three of y'all. You know what I mean? If it's one thing that you can tell, you know, the people listening, I think you already said it, but I'm gonna ask y'all too, just like he said, if it's one thing y'all can tell the people listening, you know, what would you tell them as far as not giving up?
I would always say, man, believe in yourself, bet on yourself, cause nobody gonna believe in yourself like you believe in yourself. No
True.
matter what in life, whatever
True.
you do in your life, you could tell, like, for instance, a rap career. You telling your parents, I want to be a rapper. People will laugh at you like, you want to be a rapper? Like, people laugh at you doing stuff that's like,
They couldn't do.
right. You know what I'm saying? Or like that's like not a regular job, getting a 9 to 5.
Right,
Like,
right,
People
right.
laugh at you for stuff like that.
Right.
Like, yeah, like you tell me I'm gonna go professional, they gonna laugh like, you can go professional. Like, you need to have a plan B. You gonna get a job one day.
But as soon as you make it,
They all on you.
My boy.
you feel me?
Yeah. So
It's crazy.
That's why I always say, like, stay 10 toes on yourself, bet on yourself, always be down for yourself, because nobody gonna believe in you like you believe in yourself. So pray,
That's real, bro.
have faith, and stay humble. That's all I gotta tell you. So
That's real.
That's it, man. Pray for real. Like,
Yeah.
that's the main thing. Pray. I'm talking about pray, like good, bad, ugly.
Bro, the one thing you said, bro, that really stuck with me today was pray like it's your last day. That's real to me.
Oh, yeah.
That touched me for real. I ain't gonna lie.
Definitely. And that, just speaking on what you just said about, like, you gotta know you can't, if you gonna get burnt out, don't get burned out in life by what you're doing. I think you need to remember to get burnt out by your purpose, your why, right? But this is one thing, and I understand and respect people's whys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, y'all asked me my why, and I told you. You know what I'm saying? So it's one thing to know and acknowledge your why, right? And you know when you're wanting to accomplish something, you know what you want to accomplish, right? But it's time for people to know how, you know what I'm saying? And know how you're going to solve an issue, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
How you're going to reach those goals, those aspirations you got, you know what I'm saying? So,
Sure.
like I always break down, it's simple. If I was to get a box of product from Target, Walmart, right? I could look at the product all day, but until I read how to put it together, how to use it, I'll never know the directions of how to manufacture like this product,
Right.
how to make it work, you know what I'm saying? So it's like your dreams will never work if you don't know how you're going to do it.
Right.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? So I would definitely say people just how are you going to achieve what you have going through your head? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's real.
each and every day, each and every night. Like, how are you gonna do it?
right.
That's real.
And mind your business, too.
Facts.
And the one thing about society, they don't want you to be different. Like, they didn't want you to stick your
Facts.
course. Like, people want you to, like, give up, go home,
Nah, definitely.
go get a job.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Baseball done.
From coaches to players to
Yeah,
friends to
exactly.
family, probably. I don't even
Right.
know. But it ain't my obligation. It ain't my requirement to even know who was saying it, who was doing it. God ain't want me to hear it anyway. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it was a reason it was behind me, that they was talking behind my back. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
That's a
Right.
fact.
When you try to be different from the normal society, that's when people like, yeah, you need to do this. Like, nobody want nobody to rap. Nobody wants you to play sports when they feel like the sports ain't going for you. Like nobody want us to do podcasts. They want us to get it. You know what I'm saying? So like the older generation, they look at it like when they grew up, it was just get a job.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Working 9 to 5.
Exactly.
Like,
But you really can't like.
but I can't blame them.
You can't fault them.
Yeah.
Like, they grew up.
Yeah, you can't. So
Yeah, it's just the fact I think that our generation is so. This how we think. We don't necessarily want to work hard for the money we trying to get. You know what I mean? Or we definitely just we prefer to be an entrepreneur than to go get that secure job.
right,
But that's just how our generation is. Like times are different now.
right.
So
I feel like
people don't know what come behind all of that. Though. They just see like
they don't. They don't,
Right.
bruh. Especially with like being a boss or an entrepreneur.
it's hard.
It's hard.
And it's just like believing in your dreams, man. Stay in the course. Like
Definitely. That's true right there.
you got to believe. Like
You gotta run after it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like he said, pray. He
Yeah.
said, pray like it's your last prayer.
Yeah.
And I heard him speak on that heavy. It touched me how it touched you.
Yeah,
when I
it
first
definitely
heard
touched
right? It touched you, right?
For sure.
But it's like you gotta run after your destiny. You know what I'm saying? You have to. You can't. People wake up and stroll and
Yeah.
just walk like he said. Like people think like it's just gonna be a tomorrow,
right.
right?
Oh, I
Like,
gotta get
just
up.
stroll.
Oh, I gotta get up work this job.
Right. You
You
have to
understand?
run after your destiny. You're talking about you want to make 6 figures, but you're complaining about the step 1 to get you to 6 figures. So
Right.
It's like
That's a fact.
crazy. That's crazy.
That's a fact, man. That's a
crazy.
mouthful, bro. Listen, man, I definitely appreciate y'all boys for coming and rock with us today. Chop it up, all good talks. If anybody listening to this today, they definitely learned something, or they felt something from it, and that's our only goal for real. I don't care if it's 1 person, 2 person, 20 people. Like it's gonna touch somebody, bro. So definitely appreciate y'all, man. Continue to do what y'all do, bro.
Proud of y'all boys, man.
Appreciate
Trap
that.
4
Y'all too.
AK. You know we gotta bring the song back one more time, cause like I said, that joint is definitely smooth.
I can't lie. I'm tired of seeing my mama working.
Hard.
Definitely smooth, bro. Shout out to the boys one more time, man.
If I had nobody's perfect.
He telling the story.
It's a Solid World podcast. Stay tuned for the next episode. You don't want to miss it. This is Can't Wait. BFA Mook. Let's go.
I can't lie, I'm tired of seeing my mama working. We all gon' bump our head, nobody's perfect.